Hello, everybody. My name is Yoram Meyouhas. I am a musician. I'm a composer from Israel. I'm divided my time between Israel and Germany. I've studied music here in Israel. I've studied viola. I was a violist, first violist in two orchestras in Israel. I was 15 years old. I was so attracted to compose music. Um, a piece which I wrote when I was 16 years old, published in Israel Music Institute. It was for solo oboe. As I said, my studies was in Tel Aviv, in the Music Academy. I won several prizes, the Israel Prime Minister Prize for Composer, prize for a compulsory work, the Arthur Rubinstein Piano Master Competition. During my working in the orchestra, I was all the time interested not only in my part to lead a group, but to listen to the harmonies, to listen to another instruments like the woodwinds, the brass, percussion, of course. Like this, all the time, I had the idea to compose all the time something new. I cannot see myself without composing. It's like to dedicate my life to compose. And I am composing at least 6 hours a day. When I get up in the morning, after a shower and coffee, I don't need any instrument. I have only laptop, the earphones, some of which, and then I create a score, and then I can hear. You know what is an absolute hearing? To listen exactly what you want and how to create your score. I feel so wonderful with this because I want all the time to create. I find myself not only one time, many times, that when I'm working with one score, then I have idea for another score. So I stop for maybe 1 hour and make an order in another score. And then I continue with the recent score. Before Corona even started, I'm composing all the time, some hours a day, driving everywhere, go to a restaurant, to a cafe, meet people. But when COVID-19 have been started, actually directly after one of my recordings, it was a little bit confused for me, as everybody must be isolated at home with families, without families. When lockdown had been started, I think I composing even more. And then I stopped for some days to compose and think, what's next? What will be the next now? I got a phone call from one of my best friends, Jay Jackler, and he gave me the idea to compose some solo pieces to express my own feelings in the time of the COVID-19. As we were all in lockdown, directly I thought that the headline of my new score will be solitudes. As we are all, each one in his own solitude, so we are in solitude. And this is the main idea of my 45 long time score. And I chose 7 solo instruments, each one with its own special character or sound, or tone production. So to express my own feelings during COVID-19, it's a new life, it's something different. So I gave each instrument its own headline. For instance, the harp, which opened the whole score, calls closeness and distance, mean that when we are like isolated from each other, we are more close together than before. The celeste, with its special sound, to be the last solo movement of the entire score, and I gave it the name De Profundis, which means out of the depths. As I've had the inspiration from the first verse of Psalm 130. My personal message for solitudes, I tried to create my personal experience using some possibilities of tone production which can actually come out in a special sound of each of the instruments. By this, I want to express my variety of emotions, all directed to hope and prayer, highlighted at the end of the entire score. A prayer of all of us for a better life. I will be happy to let you listen to one example of the whole solitude. The Passacaglia, the very last movement, which is number 8, is written for the whole 7 instruments to become all together with the final choral. As I love in my composing work to use forms in music, I choose the form of the Passacaglia to be appropriated to the meaning Dona nobis pacem, like give us peace. It's a motif which repeated several times with some variations until it comes finally to its climax. A very festive mood to make the conclusion of the whole score. Give us peace.